2001: A Space Odyssey. Welcome to our channel, your ultimate destination for synopses, plots, and summaries of the best movies, TV shows, and books. If you're a bookworm, a film buff, or a series binger, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic and thought-provoking films in cinematic history, 2001: A Space Odyssey. This masterpiece is a journey through time, space, and human evolution. So buckle up and prepare for an odyssey like no other. "2001: A Space Odyssey" is a 1968 epic science fiction film produced and directed by Stanley Kubrick. The screenplay was written by Kubrick and science fiction author Arthur C. Clarke, and was inspired by Clarke's stories. We're exploring the deep space and profound themes of 2001. This film is renowned for its groundbreaking visual effects, haunting score, and philosophical depth. Let's break down the story, its themes, and the impact it's had on cinema. The film is rich with themes, symbolism, and explores the relationship between humans and technology, questioning our reliance on machines and the potential dangers of artificial intelligence. The movie also delves into existential themes, contemplating humanity's place in the universe and the unknown possibilities of our future. Kubrick's meticulous attention to detail and innovative use of special effects set a new standard for science fiction films. The realistic depiction of space travel, combined with groundbreaking visual effects, creates an immersive and awe-inspiring experience. The film is noted for its scientifically accurate depiction of spaceflight, pioneering special effects, and ambiguous imagery. Kubrick avoided conventional cinematic and narrative techniques. Dialogue is used sparingly, and there are long sequences accompanied only by music. The use of classical compositions like Richard Strauss's Also Sprach Zarathustra and Johann Strauss II's The Blue Danube enhances the film's epic and timeless quality. 2001: A Space Odyssey has left an indelible mark on the world of cinema. Its influence can be seen in countless sci-fi films and has inspired generations of filmmakers, including George Lucas, Ridley Scott, and Christopher Nolan. The film's pioneering visual effects, storytelling techniques, and philosophical depth continue to be studied and celebrated. It remains a testament to the power of cinema to explore profound ideas and push the boundaries of what's possible on screen. Since its premiere, 2001: A Space Odyssey has been analyzed and interpreted by professional critics, theorists, and science fiction fans. Questions about 2001 range from uncertainty about its implications for humanity's origins and destiny in the universe to interpreting elements of the film's more enigmatic scenes, such as the meaning of the monolith or the fate of astronaut David Bowman. Plot. In a prehistoric veld, a tribe of hominins is driven away from its waterhole by a rival tribe. The next day, they find an alien monolith has appeared in their midst. The tribe then learn how to use a bone as a weapon and, after their first hunt, return to drive their rivals away with it. Millions of years later, Dr. Heywood Floyd, chairman of the United States National Council of Astronautics, travels to Clavius Base, an American lunar outpost. During a stopover at Space Station 5, he meets Russian scientists who are concerned that Clavius seems to be unresponsive. He refuses to discuss rumors of an epidemic at the base. At Clavius, Heywood addresses a meeting of personnel to whom he stresses the need for secrecy regarding their newest discovery. His mission is to investigate a recently found artifact, a monolith buried 4 million years earlier near the lunar crater Tycho. As he and others examine the object and are taking photographs, it emits a high-powered radio signal. "18 months later, the American spacecraft Discovery 1 is bound for Jupiter with mission pilots and scientists Dr. Dave Bowman and Dr. Frank Poole on board, along with 3 other scientists in suspended animation. Most of Discovery's operations are controlled by HAL, a HAL 9000 computer with a human-like personality. When HAL reports the imminent failure of an antenna control device, Dave retrieves it in an extravehicular activity, EVA pod, but finds nothing wrong. HAL suggests reinstalling the device and letting it fail so the problem can be verified. Mission Control advises the astronauts that results from their backup 9000 computer indicate that HAL has made an error, but HAL blames it on human error. Concerned about HAL's behavior, Dave and Frank enter an EVA pod so they can talk in private without HAL overhearing. They agree to disconnect HAL if he is proven wrong. HAL follows their conversation by lip-reading. While Frank is floating away from his pod to replace the antenna unit, HAL takes control of the pod and attacks him, sending Frank tumbling away from the ship with a severed airline. Dave takes another pod to rescue Frank. While he is outside, HAL turns off the life support functions of the crewmen in suspended animation, killing them. When Dave returns to the ship with Frank's body, HAL refuses to let him back in, stating that their plan to deactivate him jeopardizes the mission. Dave releases Frank's body and opens the ship's emergency airlock with his remote manipulators. Lacking a helmet for his spacesuit, he positions his pod carefully so that when he jettisons the pod's door, he is propelled by the escaping air across the vacuum into Discovery's airlock. He enters HAL's processor core and begins disconnecting most of HAL's circuits, ignoring HAL's pleas to stop. When he is finished, a pre-recorded video by Haywood plays, revealing that the mission's actual objective is to investigate the radio signal sent from the monolith to Jupiter. At Jupiter, Dave finds a third, much larger monolith orbiting the planet. He leaves Discovery in an EVA pod to investigate. He is pulled into a vortex of colored light and observes bizarre astronomical phenomena and strange landscapes of unusual colors as he passes by. Finally, he finds himself in a large neoclassical bedroom where he sees and then becomes older versions of himself, first standing in the bedroom, middle-aged and still in his spacesuit, then dressed in leisure attire and eating dinner, and finally as an old man lying in bed. A monolith appears at the foot of the bed, and as Dave reaches for it, he is transformed into a fetus, enclosed in a transparent orb of light floating in space above the Earth. "2001: A Space Odyssey" is an artistic sci-fi film about human evolution, advanced technology, the wonders of space, the routineness of space travel, artificial intelligence, and the mystery of extraterrestrial life. The film is widely regarded as among the greatest and most influential films. It is considered one of the major artistic works of the 20th century and one of the greatest film of all time. Whether you're a longtime fan or a newcomer to this cinematic masterpiece, 2001: A Space Odyssey offers an unforgettable journey through space and time. Behind the scenes, making of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Kubrick directing a scene inside the neoclassical bedroom featured during the film's third act climax. Stanley Kubrick and Arthur C. Clarke. April 1968, Loew's Capitol Theater, New York City. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check out our other videos.